I heard last night that Mike Johnson got nominated as the speaker, but I didn't pay any attention to it, to be honest with you, because I was thinking, well, he'll be nominated. There's no way he'll get his 217, and then we'll be off to the next guy. Plus, I was thinking he's a little bit too conservative for these rhinos and swamp creatures, so they'll definitely revolt against him. But I was wrong. He united the party, and he got 220 votes from the Republicans, which was very surprising. I really like Mike Johnson. He is not my first choice. My first choice is Jim Jordan. After that would have been Byron Donalds. But those guys are too American and they're too real and they're too their Liberty score was too high. Okay, they don't even come close, to the Kevin McCarthy type swamp creatures that these other people do. And although I'm not particularly, jumping up and down about Mike Johnson, I am happy. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm at about a 6.5 or 7, to be completely honest with you. I would have been a 10 with Jim Jordan or Byron Donalds, but hey, it is what it is. Mike Johnson to me is a very very socially conservative guy, which I'm not socially. I'm not a conservative social person. I'm more of a social liberal. Do what you want, just stay out of my way, don't break the rules or whatever. But again, it's hard to be socially liberal in today's world. But I will say this: as long as those lefties don't like him, hey, and it ain't Jeffries or any other swamp creature from the Republican Party, I'm cool with it. So I listened to his speech, and I liked his speech. The problem with his talking points is they were reversed. He talked about Israel first, and don't get me wrong, Israel is very, very important. And they are our allies, and believe that we should help them defend themselves and stuff like that. And I'll get into that in another video of how we can do that. But that shouldn't be the first thing you talk about. I understand it's the you know thing that's going on right now, and again, on both sides, I don't want people to die. Period. And Hamas has got to go. They're evil, and the people that in Palestine that are helping them out, and these lefties that don't even know what they're talking about here in America, you know, yeah, I think they're on the wrong side of this. But I think he should have been talking about the border and the inflation and all that stuff that he talked about first. We have got to take care of this country first. And again, I was happy these couple of weeks that we didn't have a speaker, because now we're not sending money overseas. And I will give him credit. He did try to fight the 2020 election. He's not for any of this woke stuff and the he's definitely against abortions. He gets an A+. I think he's got like a 74 Liberty score, which means basically if you're an America First politician or a swamp creature, the higher the number is, the better. I think he got like a C or something, 74, which again is low for me. I'd be 100. Byron Donalds is 100 Liberty score, by the way. I'm not sure what Jim Jordan's was, but what I'm concerned with Mike Johnson, and again, I like him, I do, and he's one of my favorite congressional hearing Republicans when they have those little meetings with either a Democrat or somebody's on the side of the Democrat. He grills them, man. He's one of my favorite people. He's a no nonsense dude. You know what I mean? What I'm concerned with is his willingness to bend the knee to the Democrats. Now, even though Jeffries was upset and he doesn't like them, it doesn't matter what Republican it was, even the swampiest of the creatures, Kevin McCarthy, they're not going to vote for a Republican, the Democrats. But I don't think he doesn't look that mad as much as his other House members or people around the country. Jeffries doesn't look that mad. And again, I know we got to work with both sides. Republicans and Democrats got to work together. You got to work both sides of the aisle, and I get that, because the margin of error and the majority, lead in the Republican Party is very very slim. So you have to work with the Democrats. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a little worried about that, but we'll see. But what my main concern is, this is my main concern for the House Speaker. How much money is he or is he not going to send to Ukraine and Taiwan and Israel? And again, I think we should help Israel, but I'll make a specific video specifically for Israel. So don't get mad at me saying you don't think I don't think I should help it. We should help Israel. I do think so, but I'll break that down later. But I like the fact that he's not taking money from corporate donors and he's not beholden to them. I don't know if that's going to change. He's terrible at raising money, which is great. I like a lot of his voting record, but again, even if he doesn't want to send money to Ukraine, a lot of these swamp creatures in the Republican Party do. So it doesn't matter who's the speaker. If the speaker is going against what these people want, and I'm very curious of how did he get 220 votes? A guy like that who's pretty conservative, relatively speaking, to Kevin McCarthy and the other, Tom Emmer, the other, swamp creatures. I don't understand that, but that's what scares me, and but we'll see. I like him. He's a happy medium. Happy, he'll make some of the Democrats happy, I guess. Some of the swamp creatures and the Freedom Caucus will be happy, but we'll see. But my main concern is, like I said, is how much money is he going to send over there, and if he is going to try to drain the swamp. That's what I'm interested in. Can he do that? Because I know if a guy like Matt Gaetz was in or something like that, and I think Matt Gaetz would even do a better job than Jim Jordan, because Jim Jordan's kind of like I'll go along with the situation. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. I love Jim Jordan, but he was too much into Kevin McCarthy's corner. I know they're homeboys or friends or whatever, and they came into Congress together, but a bad guy's a bad guy. You shouldn't be sticking up for him. Do I think Mike Johnson's going to be a Matt Gaetz? No. But can he drain the swamp? I don't know. Trump backs him. Trump likes him, which is a good sign. He seems like an American first politician. He's not as far, I guess, right or MAGA as the Freedom Caucus, but it is what it is. But again, how much money is he going to send overseas? That's my main priority. And is he going to put our country first? Can he drain the swamp? Stop spending, because he talked a good game in his speech, and close these borders, stop the crime, deport, not just stop importing, deport the people that are already here so we can protect not only the border, the southern and the northern border, by the way. Vivek Ramaswamy did a great job of doing that. But deporting the people within our borders so we can feel safe. Get the crime down, inflation down and everything else that's going around in this country. Can he do that with this absolute evil regime that's in office and in power right now? And that's a tall tale. That's a tall order, but we'll see. But overall, I give this a 6.5, 7 out of 10, and I'm relatively happy versus the latter in the swamp creature, Kevin McCarthy. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, I love each and every one of you. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.